Good evening and welcome to EDU 3010, Week 2. I want to go over a quick few items. Please, if you haven't done so already, please check the comments on the Moodle site for your Week 1 unit check. Some of the standards were not quite where they needed to be, so I've given you an opportunity to correct those. The standards are the most important part of the unit. Until the standards are right, you cannot continue with the rest of the unit. So this week you have two large assignments due. One is the measurable verbs objective writing documents. So please go to week 2, scroll down to this document, open it, and this one gives you an example of the objectives and what they should look like. Please make sure you look this over. It saves both of you and I a great deal of time when you look at the samples. So you see here it says the student will be able to, so you will not need to add anything here. The student will be able to illustrate shapes such as triangles, quadrilaterals, pentagons, hexagons, and cubes by labeling all the angles and equal faces for each shape in their math journal, scoring 80% on a checklist. You see that they've taken the standard, they've broken it down into what the students are going to learn, how they're going to be testing it, and the degree of mastery. The other document is the actual form that you're going to fill out and submit to the Moodle site. This week we are practicing writing objectives. So you're going to take this standard, understand subtraction as an unknown add-in problem, and you're going to fill in these to create the objective for this standard. So there's a math standard, a reading, a science, and a social studies standards. That is all that's required for this assignment. You're going to fill in this chart and then submit it to the Moodle site. Please make sure you scroll down. There is a second page that gives you examples of what you could put for each part of the objective. It's really not that hard if you will look at the information and the examples. The second assignment this week is a big one. This is the unit summary. Last week we had a little bit of trouble. Some were thinking that they needed to complete the entire unit template. You did not. If you will be sure to read the news forum, I give very specific directions, even more than I'm giving here. I'm not going to tell you the same thing on the video in detail like I have in the news forum. So please make sure you read the news forum. It is at the top of the Moodle site right here. And week 2 should already be open. Right there it is. And it gives you specific directions for this week. So let's go back to week 2. The second assignment this week is the unit 2 check. So we are completing a couple of more parts of the unit plan. So let me pull up the unit plan. This week we're going to be completing the unit summary, the unit outline, instructional enhancements, and the unit essential question. That is all we are completing this week. So the directions for the unit summary are here, and then the unit content outline are there. They are also here with examples. If you go to the news forum, there's also additional information you can have. For the unit essential question, remember, it's just one question. Do not list questions such as who's the main character. Those are not unit essential questions. So this website will help you write the one question that will be the unit essential. Here is an example. Please don't use this one in your plan. So those are all parts of the unit template we are doing this week. The unit summary, content, instructional enhancements. That is just what you're going to need to use during the entire unit plan. So if you are like me, I've got a couple of extra days off this week, which is great. you might have the time to Google how you can teach each standard. Okay, please don't go to Teachers Pay Teacher. We want you to be creative and try to come up with things that you can use to teach these standards. This is part of being a teacher. You've got to be a little bit creative, and sometimes you need to research. So, there is the unit summary and the content outline. Why this is such a big section is that you will be using these two sections of the unit standard to complete the rest of the unit plan during the next several weeks. So please pay close attention to this, look at the examples, read the news forum, and it will be easier to do. But I will tell you it is going to take a little bit of time to complete correctly. So that is the unit check 2. The discussion post, please make sure that you're watching the word count of the word discussion post from now on. Okay, there is a initial response of at least 400 words, and your reply should be at least 200 words. Okay, we're looking for having a conversation, and we want to continue the conversation. So please make sure that you are reading the entire discussion post and answering all parts of it. I know it's a big week, but it's probably one of the most important. And if this week is done correctly, it will make the rest of the unit easier to write. Please make sure you are checking your email daily. That's the only way I can get a hold of you individually. And please make sure you are checking the Moodle site for comments on your assignments on Sunday evenings. I have everyone's done today, so I'm hoping that everybody will log on and take care of what they need to. So stay safe. Hopefully it's going to skirt us and we can have just an extra couple of days off, which is perfect for this week because this week does take a little bit longer to complete. Please let me know if you have any questions. If you email me, it would be best if you tell me which course you're in, if you're in 3010 or you're in 3040. Sometimes if I'm not by my computer, I can answer your questions if I know what course you're in. If not, sometimes I have to wait till I can get to the computer and check to see which course you're in. You're also welcome to text me, but again, make sure you give me your name and the course number you're in. So, have a great week, stay safe, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.